Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing Daffy Duck, the Marvin missions. Alright, let's jump in, shall we? Boy, we don't really have much of range on our gun, do we? Alright, so we have set for jetpack. His movements are a little janky at times, like some of the bouncing. I mean, all in all, it's a decent little side-scroller. Nothing really negative to say. I don't think any of that was necessary. Short level, I mean, I guess it's not really a... So apparently when we hit him and he becomes invulnerable, he also doesn't hurt us. He doesn't turn very fast. Okay, that hit us for whatever reason. Can we just do it this way? No. Almost. Nope, we can't do it that way. Okay, this is so long for no real reason behind it. Alright, for whatever reason we can't do anything about that. I mean, all in all, the levels are a little anticlimactic. I mean, it's definitely a game more designed for children. It's got enough things in there to kind of... Really? Why are we not able to make that? Alright, this is stupid. We gotta start all the way over. Like, the game is... It's a perfectly fine game for kids, I think, for the most part. I don't think there's enough going on to really have anybody over a certain age really enjoy this game. And we still get hit. Our gun sucks. This fight is stupid. Now we're getting hit by him? Why are we... Okay, it was exactly the same thing we did last time. We hit him, and then he just... So sometimes it does it, and the other times it doesn't. The inconsistency really is a problem. Like, now it's working, but now all of a sudden it doesn't. Like, the whole thing is just whack. Like, the game really isn't very well done. I mean, we could do this. But like he takes so many hits. Like this is so dumb. Like this really is unnecessary. Like having this many hits is just boring. Especially with the inconsistency where sometimes it works fine, the other times it doesn't. Really, I think when you have such inconsistencies in a game, really lower the value of it. Because it's like you have something set that works, but then all of a sudden it doesn't work, but then it does work, and then it doesn't. Like, that just kind of is really annoying. But this is just unnecessary. Like, we should not have to hit something this much. His pattern does change at a certain point. And why they have something that we can't do anything about is also like, what is the point of that when there's nothing around that opens this up? And we can't get back to it anyways, so it's like, why is that even there? But how stupid the gun is too. It's just so obnoxious. There we go. This whole like, you have to go all the way off the edge. Again, there was really no real necessarily need for that. They could have made it a little bit more excessive. I mean, excessive. I can't speak all of a sudden. But, you know, accessible. There we go. Accessible because, I mean, a major majority of people playing this are going to be kids. And honestly, I'd be surprised if they get past the dog. But, like, this absolutely stupid jumping to where you actually like have to get all the way up to the edge and you can barely make it is not really needed in a game like this. Like, having that stupidity on the thing where, and then, you know, the continue starts all the way over at the beginning anyways. So you put that in and you just make the game so much more aggravating because having to fight that dog over and over again is going to be just enough to make you not want to play the game ever. So, like, there's a lot of stuff wrong with this game to make it very unenjoyable. The level design is very humdrum. It's very basic, kind of boring, not a lot going on. They rely on a lot of the tropes, you know, the falling thing, and then just a really basic, stupid jumps that they didn't have to make so difficult. Like, you really have to be at the exact part, and then all the audience for this game is not going to be able to get anywhere in this game because of what they did. The boss fight was really stupid, unnecessary, and very, you know, like I said, inconsistent. Where the first fight we did the exact same thing. You shoot him, he's invulnerable, he goes through you, you shoot it again. Then all of a sudden the second boss fight, you do it, he goes through there, but then on the second time he hits you, which never happened before. So then it was like, sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't, and that is very aggravating and just unacceptable in the fact that you have something that works, a game mechanic. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be that way, but it was, and it is. But yet, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Really takes away from what little game there is. That just kind of really ruins it to make it even less enjoyable. So between that, the inaccessibleness of everything for the target audience with how bad they do the jumping, it's not necessarily that they did it bad, but the fact that they did it unnecessarily difficult, where you have to get to a very specific right there and you could barely make it. Why? I mean, we're not even late game. This is right off the bat. Why do we need to do something so annoying, so just not worth it, and then have the target audience not making it very well if they're even getting past the boss. So all in all, I think it was very poorly executed. The gun shooting, like, just kind of rolling out of your barrel is also kind of stupid. Like, everything about it really is disappointing, and it's just, it could have been so much better. And it really felt very flat, very short. The level design was really kind of boring. Not a whole lot going on. You spend most of the time just kind of going, doing a little bit of jumping for no real payoff of anything. Like, it really is, everything about it was just not really thought or planned out very well. It's almost like an amateur group got this and was just like, oh, let's, and then, you know, we're almost like a test where this should never been a finished product. I don't know. It really was disappointing. I had better hopes for it. Right off the bat, when you start shooting your gun and it kind of goes bloop, you're already like, okay, this kind of sucks. And then you go through the level, and it's very lackluster, very boring, and you're like, well, this is not getting any better. You fight the boss, you find out something that works, and then it doesn't work all of a sudden, and then it works, and then you're losing even more for the game. Then you get all the way over there, and you got the really stupid jumping, and then when you die and continue, you start all the way back at the beginning. So then you're completely, I think, one playthrough, and you're already pretty over the game because there's nothing there to spark wanting to keep going. There's no real drive. There's no good part of the game at all that's like, well, you know, it's still kind of fun. Let's just, nothing was good. So you're just like, do I even want to do this again? And honestly, the answer really is no. Like, you really don't. It really just does not work. It does not play well. There's no replayability. There's no drive to wanting to get further because it's just obnoxious, annoying, and like, even though everything is so short, the stuff that you have to deal with is so annoying that you just don't want to. So anyways, that is going to be Daffy Duck. Definitely a pass. There's no redeeming quality whatsoever about the game, and it's just not very fun. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for joining. Until next time.